Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Benefits Cooldown with Ed Legande. That's him right there. Can you believe it? I'm Eric Silverman. Ed, what are we talking about today?
Man, I got something on my mind. I'm glad you asked, actually. So now that we're in this new year, we're working with a lot of employers and really trying to understand benefit engagement. I mean, we could talk about it all day, I'm sure. But the one overarching theme that we're noticing is employers are saying, how can we get employees to engage in the benefits, right? And what's typically happening is you're sitting in a conference room or obviously over Zoom these days, but we're making decisions on behalf of employees at the end of the day. So, my question to you is, how can we better have employees better engage with their benefit packages? And are we doing too much of a disservice to them by making decisions on their behalf? But what do you think?
I've had this thought for years, and it pains me to say it, but it is true. The reality is, as advisors, you and I and all of our colleagues, we're sitting in a boardroom with high-end executives, C-suite, C-level decision makers, HR type folks, managers, owners, if it's a smaller mid-sized group. And we're proposing ideas, we're tossing around challenges and problems and giving solutions. And ultimately, a lot of times, most times, we see a C-suite executive, somebody making 10, 15, 20, even 30 times the average income of an average employee at that place of employment. And they're making decisions based on how they feel and how they want and how they react to whatever it is that we're talking about. And I kind of, in my opinion, I believe that's a little bit tone deaf, to be very bold and very blunt to you. Meaning, when's the last time that executive, that owner, that boss, that manager, that HR person was making the average salary? When's the last time they were making 35 to 60 grand a year, less or more, as opposed to a lot of times, multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a year? So if you think about it, their needs and their wants and their desires and the things they go through on a day-to-day basis for their personal family are going to be very much different than what a typical employee within that employment or within that employer go through. So one solution that I've come up with, and it's nothing crazy miraculous, I hope a lot of you are already doing it, but that's suggesting a focus group whereby instead of us as benefit advisors and instead of the employer executive suite making decisions, how about we just pull one person, an average person from every department within the company? So somebody from accounting, somebody from finance, somebody from the detail shop if it's a car dealership, somebody from sales, somebody from parts, right? Pull one person from every department, not the highest person in the department, not the lowest person. Just randomly pick somebody. You could even offer it up as a lunch and learn. Hey, we're having this big meeting. The first two people from every department to sign up gets to come and give their input on some of the things that we're looking to do as the company with respect to benefits. We value your opinion. We value your feedback. Come get free lunch and share what you think would be good for your colleague employees. Whenever we've done that in years past, and we do it constantly with small, mid, large, and mega groups alike, the feedback is overwhelmingly positive, not just from the employees, but we have the C-suite and the executive ownership group that really dig in and say, oh my gosh, my eyes are open more than they ever have been, because we really are able to get a pulse of what's going on in the minds of the employee population at large. Ed, have you ever experienced any of that or done anything like that?
Absolutely. We've had great success doing focus groups ourselves. And I'm glad you brought that up as another way to really, basically you're re-enhancing your culture. You're basically hearing the concerns from your actual number one asset at the end of the day, right? And you're
You're
creating
giving them a voice, right? You're providing them the opportunity to share.
Exactly. And I think what you're going to do is realize, no two employees are alike. They're going to go through different life stages at different points in time, which means they need different things from you as employers at the end of the day. So great idea.
I appreciate it, man. Great question. Great topic. For everybody watching, we appreciate you very much. This has been another episode of the Benefits Cooldown with myself, Eric Silverman. That, my friends, is Ed Legande. And every week we bring to you a problem that we see in the market and what we believe could be a potential solution, at least a solution that we have used and proven to work well for us. Until next week, go and don't just have a great week, make it a great week. We know we will.
See you later, everyone.